Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw tips and tricks, and this video is about Make a Box. So if you'll just search inside of Google, Make a Box, the program will come up. I've already got it up. We're going to make a 2 by 2 by 2 box. The thickness is 0.125, which is an eighth of an inch wood. Our tabs are being a 1/4 inch, our kerf 0.08. I've already made this box, so we're going to import it into Corel Draw, and I've called it Make a Box 9, and just bring it into Corel Draw. And I stated earlier in a video that you cannot make one without a lid. You have to use Corel Draw, Boxit to make one. But that's not necessarily true. You can make this box without a lid, and we're going to take the Smart Fill tool, because this is all grouped together. When you ungroup it, they're individual pieces. If you've watched enough of the videos, I'm going to set my nudge factor on 8 inches, and I'm going to fill that in, fill that in, fill that in, fill that in, and fill that in. Now we can get rid of the box. We do not need that top piece because that's the top. We're going to grab all these, and we're going to left click, right click, and make sure it's a hairline. The bottom is done. Now you only really have to do this to 2 pieces. We only have to do it to this. We'll take away that piece and that piece. This is the way the box goes together. So this is the top. And just to kind of show you, we will rotate this 90 degrees, and this box joint fits inside of that box joint. So you can see that. So what we need to do is make a non-lid. And to do that, just take your 2-point line and go from that node to that node. And because we rotated it, we're going to go from that node to that node. Then we're going to take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in. And I'm just going to drag it out of the way. And then I'm going to fill this one in. And I'm going to drag it out of the way. Now you've got to remember that you need both those, and you need them twice. So let's left click, right click in red. And then we can make a duplicate of those, Control D, for making the 4 pieces. And then you just move them around, and you save time, and you still want to test your cuts. And if you haven't watched my video on how to test those cuts, it's really easy. With this little box, you could just test 2 pieces. But if you have a bigger box and you don't want to waste any wood, I'll go ahead and go over this. All the joints are going to be basically the same. So to test these joints, I would test these joints right here. So to save wood, I'm going to get my 2-point line, and Corel does that every once in a while, holding down the control button, making a straight line. And I'm just going to Smart Fill these 2 pieces in. Now I can take these to the laser, and I'm going to left click, no fill, and right click outline. So in that little bit of space, you can put them up in the corner of some scrap wood and test these 2 joints to see if they're not good. They look good because they're overlapping. That's the kerf. Your kerf is what's being taken away from the laser. So if you'll cut these 2 pieces out, then if they work, you just move these around, get rid of those lines, get rid of that line, and then you could cut all these out. And then I'm just going to hit T and put them all even. And then you could cut them out after you've tested your joint. You want your joints a little bit tight. I actually have to hammer some in with a wooden hammer. But once you put some glue on them, they can be a little bit loose. And I have several videos on how to hold them together while you're gluing. So that's the new program called Make a Box, or new to me at least. Hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.